So, let's get right into it. Take a look at your kitchen counter. Are you feeling just a little bit trapped by that single-serve coffee machine? You are definitely not alone. Today, we're gonna break free. We are exploring 4 incredible pod-free paths to a better, cheaper, and honestly, a way more satisfying cup of coffee.
You know, this all starts with a story that might sound really familiar. Let's talk about Sarah. She's standing in her kitchen, her pod machine just died for the second time, and she's just staring at this pile of plastic waste, thinking, wow, I have spent so much money on these things. Right then and there, she knew something had to change.
And look, Sarah's frustration isn't unique. It's a feeling a lot of us have had, and it really all comes down to the hidden costs of that so-called convenience. Let's break down the 3 big problems with coffee pods.
Yeah, it's kind of the perfect storm, isn't it? First, there's the cost. It just creeps up on you until you realize you're paying close to $1.50 for a single cup. Second, the environmental hit is just staggering. We're talking billions of tiny plastic cups heading to landfills every single year. And maybe the worst part, after all that, the coffee itself is often a real letdown. It's stale, it can taste artificial, it's just not the real thing.
But here's where the story gets good. Ditching the pods isn't just about making better tasting coffee or being a little kinder to the planet. The real aha moment, the thing that really grabs you, is the money. When Sarah actually sat down and did the math, well, it was a total game changer. $800. I'm not kidding. That is what Sarah figured out she was spending on coffee pods in 1 year. When you see a number like that staring you right in the face, that word convenience starts to feel, I don't know, a lot less convenient, right?
And this chart really tells the whole story. You see that big tall bar? That's your pod coffee, coming in at about $1.50. Now look at that little one right next to it. That's what a fantastic cup of coffee costs when you buy your own beans, around 40 cents. That is a 75% savings on every single cup. Just let that sink in for a second.
Okay, so you're convinced, you're ready to make a change. But what now? Well, the amazing news is that there's this huge, wonderful world of single-cup coffee options out there. We're going to walk through 4 totally different paths, each one perfect for a different kind of person.
Let's dive into path number 1, the automated drip coffee maker. Okay, think of this as the absolute best option for anyone whose mornings are, let's just say, a little chaotic. It's the perfect blend of amazing quality and set-it-and-forget-it convenience.
So what's the experience like? Well, you get consistent cafe-quality coffee every single time without having to play barista at 6 a.m. It's perfect for those hectic mornings because you can use your own incredible coffee, and you can even program the machine the night before. You get all the control over your coffee beans, but with almost zero manual effort.
All right, on to our second path. This one is for the person who actually wants to slow down a little bit, to be more hands-on. We're talking about the pour-over. This method turns making coffee from just another chore into this mindful, almost meditative ritual. And the reward for that effort? Unbelievable flavor clarity.
With a pour-over, the whole point is control. You're in charge of the water temperature, the speed you pour, literally everything. And that's why it's just perfect for the true coffee hobbyist, the person who really wants to taste every single nuanced note in a special bag of beans. You get this clean, bright flavor that you just can't get any other way.
Path number 3 leads us to an absolute classic, the French press. If you are someone who loves coffee that is rich, intense, and has this really satisfying, almost velvety texture, this is your champion. It uses what's called immersion brewing, so the coffee grounds steep directly in the water, holding absolutely nothing back.
You see, because there's no paper filter in the way, a French press lets all of those amazing natural oils from the coffee beans go right into your cup. That's what gives you that incredibly rich, full-bodied mouthfeel. It is just made for a slow weekend morning when you have time to savor a truly complex and deeply satisfying brew.
And finally, our 4th path, the mocha pot. This thing is a stovetop legend. It uses steam pressure to force hot water up through the coffee grounds, giving you this incredibly strong, concentrated espresso-like coffee right in your kitchen. It is bold, it is classic, and it is powerful.
The experience with a mocha pot is just so unique. You get that strong, bold flavor that's the perfect base for lattes or cappuccinos. But it's also a sound. It's a ritual.
Anyone who uses a mocha pot knows that iconic, satisfying gurgle it makes. That's the sound that tells you your intense, delicious coffee is ready.
Okay, so we've got 4 paths, 4 really fantastic ways to make incredible coffee. The question is, how on earth do you choose? Let's figure out which one is the perfect match for you and your life.
It's the big question, right? Which of these paths is your path? Well, it's actually way easier than you think. It really just comes down to answering one simple question about what you want most from your morning cup. Just follow me here, it's pretty simple. If your number one priority, above all else, is pure automated convenience, then you should start by looking at a drip coffee maker. If you're all about chasing the perfect flavor and want total control, then you need to explore the world of pourover. If you crave that deep, bold, ultimate richness, go for a French press. And if you're looking for that powerful espresso-like kick, oh yeah, the mocha pot is definitely calling your name.
See, at the end of the day, this is about so much more than just buying a new gadget. This is about starting a new, more rewarding coffee journey, one where you are finally back in the driver's seat. So, how did it all work out for Sarah?
Her entire morning was transformed. What used to be this mindless, expensive button press became a truly satisfying ritual. Maybe it was a quick, automated brew on a busy weekday, or a slow, patient French press on a Sunday. Either way, she was connected to the process again. She was making something she loved.
And her victory was just total. Her coffee tasted 1,000,000 times better. She was saving a ton of money. She completely stopped throwing away plastic every single day. And maybe best of all, she opened up this whole new world of flavor, discovering amazing coffees she never would have even known existed back in her pod days.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Take a look at your own morning. Is making coffee just a chore you have to get through? Another button you have to press to get on with your day? Or could it be something more? Could it be a delicious, rewarding ritual that actually starts your day off right? The choice, as they say, is all yours.